And really proud of those guys in that locker room. Another challenging week, hostile environment, primetime television on the road. But, you know, those guys didn't blink. You know, we obviously fell short of perfection, man, in a lot of areas, the penalties and things. But it's an emotional game. It's an emotional environment. I thought we really kind of got a hold of ourselves at the half and had some real frank conversations and had the type of focus that was needed to finish the game out. And for that, I'm thankful. Can't say enough about our young Cube. He smiles in the face of it. He's always ready to be that guy in the moments that we need him to be that guy. And it's just good to see a young guy. We march forward. Questions?
Mike, is that something that you place almost an outsized value on when you're talking about your young quarterback growing up?
I just think that we benefited so much from close proximity in the evaluation process. I don't think none of us are surprised by what he does from an intangible standpoint. And the proximity to him at Pitt really kind of gave us that comfort.
How are you able to contain the run in the second half?
What blocks make tackles, you know. Like we talked about during the week, we had to throw a little bit more schematics at him, and we did. But can't say enough about guys like Leal. How about young guys like Leal and Mark Robinson, man, stepping up. And the reason why we played them is because, you know, although they lack experience, the type of game we were in lended itself to their, you know, to their approach to ball. They're combative, confrontational young people, and it was needed.
Mike, you talk about character and will. You guys keep your playoff hopes alive. There's a big game again next week. You need some help, obviously, but, I mean, it's there for you.
Yes.
I mean, can you speak to that just because of everything you've been through early in the year?
You know, that's this game, and particularly at this level. There are going to be challenges. You're going to be up against it. It's not about what happens to you, it's how you respond to it. We're a group that stays solid in spite of circumstance. And as long as we keep bringing that stay solid mentality, you know, it's in front of us.
Mike, can you speak to the play of your offensive line and how they control
them guys been on the upswing all year. As a matter of fact, you guys have stopped asking me about them in a negative light. So that's probably a good thing.
Is Mark going to continue to play more over guys like Devin and Miles, or is that a one game?
Man, we're going to do it week to week to give us the best chance of winning. And so, you know, we got a collection of men that we think are all capable. We divide the labor up appropriately based on game circumstances, and so we'll deal with that next week. And if he's helpful to us, we will.
Mike, obviously.
There's so much to take away from those comments, as there always are with Coach Mike Tomlin. But when you look at the fact that he holds his team accountable, there is that level. And there also seems to be, he's got his hands on this team, a sense of the pulse of what this group is all about. And he's able to play into all of his players.
Exactly right. I mean, you know what you're getting from him. That's the first thing as a player that you always want from a head coach. Like, just shoot me straight, be honest with me. If I stink, tell me I stink and tell me where I need to get better. And that guy that we just saw right there, he ain't got no problem doing that. And that's what he's awesome. I can remember he was the defensive backs coach when I was playing for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers early on in my career. And, yeah, he is a great communicator, a great motivator, says it how it is, right, and understands his players, his team, to what his weaknesses and strengths are, and plays to that. And that's why they're 2-6 and they come back and do these type of things. That's why John Lynch and Rondé Barber and guys like that on that Bucs defense were like, whatever you say, Mike Tomlin, I'll do it. Because that's kind of what he is. He's just a great, great leader. And you don't become that successful this long in Pittsburgh as a head coach without being that guy that we kind of see week in and week out.
Hi, I'm Mike Tirico, and thanks for watching. Make sure to hit subscribe for the latest news and highlights from NBC Sports.